Hello everyone and welcome to Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. This is episode 3 of my Let's Play. We're playing as a knight. We're going to start this episode off with a segment that includes me farming for some souls and some humanity. There will be a button on the video that you can use to skip through that part. That part will be sped up and with music playing in the background. Alright.
Where to go from here is clear, I'm on my own, yet I still feel off the chain like stolen bicycles. It was drilled in my head that I'm a selfish fuck, that I get on my own nerves when I talk too much. Told that I live my life disconnected and empty, with a smile that's insane as if I'm overly friendly. So do what you will, I'm still here and I won't leave. But look at how mean you can be, that is so sweet. Run for the hills, I'm as ill as your whole team. Drove off a cliff and I landed on both feet. Will I admit that I'm done with the old me? The dirtier it gets, the more I'm feeling I'm so clean that I don't need Molly to be rolling with these changes. I'm at the library in a quiet meditation. Damn, people look pissed off and too abrasive, with lots of personality and no conversation. An epic name is who inspired me to thinking. I've hit the home run, I'm just rounding all the bases. I'm skydiving into your world designed to fly, flying up from the earth will not be defeated. Hell is for freezing, scream till it's peaceful as walking on beaches. Laugh at how dark it can get in this place, as if you're eating the soul of a demon for strength. I was made to be grateful, tested in faith of how it can rain when they spit in your face. Being framework is pizza, ice cream and cake, so what's next on the menu? I'm scraping the plate. If it's talking to Jesus behind heaven's gate, then I'm not gonna leave here without saying thanks. I'm rocking like Raider on the crossfader. Is lost to the scene was a major heartbreaker.
Got so many rounds, I don't think I'm too safe. Got so many rounds, I don't think I'm too safe. Got so many rounds, I don't think I'm too safe. Life is parallel to hell, but I must maintain. Life is parallel to hell, but I must maintain. Got so many rounds, I don't think I'm too safe. Got so many rounds, I don't think I'm too safe. Life is parallel to hell, but I must maintain.
They pumped his adrenaline. Get up, he got jumped. They pumped his adrenaline. They pumped his adrenaline. Get up, he got jumped. Get up, get up, get up.
This is me when I'm talking to myself. Get up, humiliated, degraded, so what? Get up, ashamed that you've been played and betrayed. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. You're not the first to learn how hard it is to fall. Died so many times, yet I'm living through it all. Get up, until you're stronger than you've ever been before. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Trigger every bit of you to get into the rhythm is an easy job, as if I was a Southern Cali weatherman. Ice grilling me is fine because you're out of hand for thinking you can school me on some Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm still polite as fucking love my son regardless, dealing with bullshit like another day at the office. 33, can you believe I've only gotten started? To feeling like an acid trip while running through the forest. So much food for thought and yet I'm still a starving artist. Raw as bands learning how to play songs in their garages. Coming at full speed in 2014 and live for these moments to hold like a trophy. Cause heads have really gotten fat, fatter than some laces, while the little kid inside of them is hiding on the blankets. And of course they truly want it, they can get it then, but I refuse to believe that I'm a wicked man. Cold as stories told, made by Al Capone. Cold as icicles, froze to broken homes. Flows that break your nose like a wish of bone. Carefully composed with the microphone. I must have made the most out of take it slow, cause now I'm back to living fast as I can go. Yet it chills me to the bone, knowing how I'm not alone, and that you can have a dark soul with a heart of gold.
Got so many rounds, I don't think I'm too safe. Got so many rounds, I don't think I'm too safe. Got so many rounds, I don't think I'm too safe. Life is parallel to hell, but I must maintain. Life is parallel to hell, but I must maintain. Got so many rounds, I don't think I'm too safe. Got so many rounds, I don't think I'm too safe. Life is parallel to hell, but I must maintain.
This is me when I'm talking to myself. Get up, humiliated, degraded, so what? Get up, ashamed that you've been played and betrayed. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. You're not the first to learn how hard it is to fall. Died so many times, yet I'm living through it all. Get up, until you're stronger than you've ever been before. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
Get up, get up, get up.
It's the paper, you're living this large, it's not the issue. Wish it wasn't such a mission to start what I continue. From signals that I misread, past the point of extreme. To leave the argument like you can find me out on Shit's Creek. Arguing over, I'm not full of broken promises. It's like a junkie trying to dodge a street corner pharmacist. Haven't the foggiest of who's my audience. Unless you're gonna talk, I need to call it quits and how it's obvious. I've seen the colors fade into a lack of courage, even after when I'm drunk enough to laugh at bridges burning. I'm sure if you can only imagine the total damage it's had on my sanity, then you must be part of the planet. Don't even bother with yourself as being targeted around how smart it is to be a part of this without the confidence. A wall between us over how to live your life. I'll write my name on your wall like graffiti in the night. Nothing's more liberating than when I don't feel ashamed to realize it wasn't meant for me to find an early grave. But the time and energy I spend to hold the pen is risky. Like both my wrists are bleeding, screaming, are you coming with me? I wouldn't be the kind of hit beneath the gut, I'm obsessed. Will you please get off my ding-a-ling and nuts? You can call me whatever. I've been putting these words together when Biggie was just a capital letter. My flow was clever, I'm about it. Louder than on an island and stranded, yelling anyone there surrounded by the water's advantage. Overanalyze was not a plan of mine to grow as big. I'm my worst critic of everything that I ever did. This guy said he used to lift weights with me in his head to find strength in the enemy, and I was his friend. So hit the floor like in a store to rattle some poor bastard. I've emptied the cash drawer, you're letting it off at him. You really out to let the bullets turn us into Swiss cheese? Then to me I'd be the most delicious piece of history. What stage for you to talk about the glory days? A walk around a dark cloud follows with the pouring rain. My good looks are fading faster by the minute, hearing nothing but your inner self that wants to be forgiven. I'm not above it, I smile at the people in denial who think how it is can only mean that I don't put it down.
Rise like the sun in the morning. Cock like the gun in the morning.
Late night doesn't fall by the wayside. I wanted the sweet life, the way that I see life, with it over a beatbox. The culture it needs us. I'm running a fever. Can the warrior keep up? And in order to design the formula each time, I'm more than MC rhymes. What I wanted to be like, and I want you to rewind. It's important to me, fine, when you lift your head from staring at the ground like your neck won't give, to take another route when I hit like this. More distraction is not what I need if your ego won't even let you be happy for me. Those old friends I haven't said enough how much they meant, some of which that I don't even think I've told them yet. You're staring at mad flavor, the wickedest track maker, and this is the backbreaker for things in a fast nature. I'm uninspired if I got you feeling less cool. Try to imagine the stress of being successful. Experience
We just finished farming, and we just hit one of the mini bosses in this game. The first mini boss that you should encounter. And he's very powerful. I recommend you only fight him if you have a lot of time on your hands, you're okay with dying, or if you have practiced parries and are able to parry the normal enemies that you've encountered so far. As you can see, when we hit him with normal attack, even with our resin equipped to our weapon, we only do a little bit of damage. But when we get a parry off, we do a lot more damage. And you see me take a few hits here as a knight and block his third attack. And that is the advantage of starting as a heavyweight knight character in Dark Souls 1 as a beginner. You have the ability of taking a couple hits before you learn how to block and parry properly or how to roll. And we are running away because we have taken a lot of damage, and he's actually fairly slow because he will stop to attack you, and his recovery time is very long. But once he starts running, he's very fast, so be careful. You should have enough time to get away, and you can Estus. Alright, so he's almost dead now, and I always have trouble parrying pierce attacks. Alright, there we got a parry off. Just barely, though. Oh! Style points again! Oh, Jesus. Okay, so you should have time to mash Estus and chug at least one, and then parry his attack. Alright, so we just got a Black Knight sword and a Titanite chunk. The Black Knight sword is basically enough to carry you through the entire game if you choose to use it. However, the requirements to wield it are very high. Even two-handing it, we do not have enough strength. However, we will very soon, but we're still not going to use it. It is, however, a very good weapon. Alright, so we are back to our broadsword now, and we're going to risk the bonfire. Alright, so we do want to be able to use some more weapons pretty soon, so we level up our strength. And here we are again in a little sped up sequence as I farm a little bit and get back to where I was, and there will be a button to skip this as well. Alright, so here we are, and we just did an awesome jump attack. And this spear user always gives me trouble, so we're just going to try to kick him. Or not, never mind. Alright, so basically the way to take down shielded opponents in this game is to bait out an attack and just attack them while they're recovering. The shield guys will usually attack you if you hit their shield first. And behind the mini-boss, the Black Knight, is a great item that we forgot to get earlier. It's called the Blue Tearstone Ring. Also, you can actually jump down there from the bridge right next to the bonfire. There's a part in the wall that is broken that you can jump through. It is possible, I've done it before, but I've only been able to do it once. Alright, so here we are. Yeah, death ahead. Okay, so there's another mini-boss down here, and he is much, much harder to kill. You absolutely have to be dead on with your parries to kill this guy, at least at this stage in the game, with unupgraded equipment and near base stats. This guy is an exercise in one-shot patience. Alright, there he is. I recommend just baiting him up here. Do not try to run past him on the steps. Alright, so you can still roll away from his attacks or roll into them and utilize your invincibility frames. As you can see, with a backstab, we did 28 damage. However, with practice, he is not too hard to backstab. You have to get behind him and make sure your shield is not raised. However, the most effective way to kill him, yet the most dangerous, is with parries. Because if you miss a parry with this guy, you're going to get smashed. And you're probably going to die, unless if you're a knight with heavy armor. Getting your HP high enough to being able to take one hit from this guy will help a lot. Because normally one hit will kill you. And if you can take one hit, you can probably heal because his attacks are fairly slow and fairly predictable. As you can see there, we missed the parry. And if your parry almost connects in this game, you will only take minor damage. Now, we have lost some of our HP, but we run away to heal because if he hits us one more time, we're going to die. And always be careful with your heals. Don't get greedy with your heals. And as you can see, we connected a parry there and did 45 damage. When you parry, parries in Dark Souls 1 are very, very, very reactive. Their animation starts almost immediately after you press the button, and the frames that count towards the parry start almost immediately as well, unlike in Dark Souls 2. As you can see there, he did a backstep and then a special attack, and we tried to parry him and missed. However, we did not get killed, we did not die because of our heavy armor and our health. However, right now we are at risk of doing that again, so we heal. You should have time after you parry him to heal once. So we are down to 4 Estus because we have failed quite a few parries. And we need to execute this perfectly in order to win. Things seem to be going okay right now. Thank you. Oh man, those freaking backstep attacks. And right there, I'm not really sure exactly what happened. It looks like we got a minor parry off, but we took full damage and we're dead. Because I started freaking out, needing to heal. And I rolled into his attack, but not correctly. Alright, so we're back here just to grab our souls really quick, and we're getting the hell out of here because we don't need to do this right now. Yeah, we'll come back here later and kill him. So we're back in the tower. And instead of going down to Havel, we're going up to the boss. We have 9 Estus. And a lot of people miss this, but if you actually turn right from the fog gate, once you get into the boss area, you will see this ladder coming up to this tower here. And there are 2 archers that make the fight much more difficult. And also here, there is a break in the guard railing, in the wall here. Now, when you have to very closely pay attention to the environment in Dark Souls because there are a lot of hints, and you can always utilize ledges and areas where you can drop down and do a drop attack. You can use those against the boss usually, or against other minor mini-boss-like enemies. So go about 1/3 of the way across the bridge and use a pine resin, and then go up a little bit further and you'll see the boss hop over the tower on the opposite side and start running towards you. What I recommend you do is you run back as fast as you can, climb up the ladder as fast as you can, wait for him to get a little bit close to you, and do a jump attack. We didn't jump, but we connected fairly well anyways because he was close enough to the tower, and you see it did massive damage. And it did a lot of damage with normal hits. If you start as a thief, I believe your dagger will actually do proportionally to your attack more damage because it does better with critical attacks. And now you'll see just how little our weapon does without the resin equipped. They give you resin here for the boss, for the enemies that you can kill with just base weapon damage. It's possible to do, but it's much harder because this game is all about you making mistakes. If you make a mistake, you get punished almost every single time. So the more damage that you do to an enemy, the less skill that you have to do. The less mistakes that you're at risk of making. And here basically we're exercising a technique that I call cock and balls technique. You stand between the large enemies' legs and you just attack their legs and their punch. And most of the time they'll be able to hit you. So with this guy we have a shield, so I'm just blocking his attacks that have a high chance of connecting with me. And then I'll leave him some time to recover my stamina on the counter attack. Now, he's dead, and that was not too hard. Congratulations, you did it. Alright, so we got 3,000 souls from him. That is a significant amount in the beginning of the game. But later on, as levels require more and more souls, it's not very much. And if you come to Dark Souls 1 after playing Dark Souls 2 first, you'll realize that Dark Souls 2 throws out a lot of souls at you. A lot of levels. Dark Souls 1 does not. Dark Souls 1 expects you to finish the game at around level 80 to 100. And the general PvP level cap is level 120. Now here we have our favorite person.
Hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
By the way, Solaire is my BAE and you can't have him. He's mine.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare
No,
you.
Solaire, you
I
never
have
scare
a
us.
proposition, if you have a moment.
Solaire,
The way
you
I
didn't have
see
to
it,
ask.
our fates appear
It's
to be
always a
intertwined.
yes.
In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Ha 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 ha. Every enemy in this game. Okay, so we just met Solaire. He's the freaking best, man. He's so awesome. And he gave us a white sign soapstone. Two things about it. One, don't drop it. And two, it can be used for jolly cooperation. You set it down and you can get summoned by other players. And again, pay attention to the environment. Bridge, castle, burn marks on the bridge. Dragon. Dragon's gonna come here. Make sure you're not running while the dragon is shooting its fire attack at you, because you will die. And if you run down the bridge a little bit more, you'll find a nice little respite here and a staircase that you can take down. And if we go over here, you'll see, what's this? A shortcut, a ladder, back to the bonfire. You come down here, heal up, get your S's back up to full, level up. So, nest is back, and